All right, guys. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Um, for some reason, it looks as if that it's not working where I can actually broadcast OBS or my current computer configuration or internet configuration. One of the. Well, and I kind of hit this queued up. Give me a second. Ooh, Scholar Fiction is doing something. All right. So I'm gonna actually get this queued up.
Started. Relationship. Hello and welcome.
All right. So, and late night eat chips. Actually, I got better lighting. So if you guys it's the first time seeing me back here on fucking Twitch, better lightning. You know what I mean. All right.
Where does can openers?
All right. So let's get this shit started. So how is everybody doing today? And I am back. And we're gonna play some Smite and listen to commentary. So let's hear about how somebody feels forever alone.
Back to these vlog net runs. Yeah, it's hard to stay positive when you haven't built connections in your life, so it's like no one really cares. This YouTube thing is shit like these days, you can't grow a channel anyway.
Alright, so I feel your pain. However, God, and this is just James, and I'm not making fun of him. I'm not actually, this is one of my critiques of somebody where I'm not actually making fun of him. I just want to actually make sure that I address a couple of his concerns that he has. And let's see if I can do this. It's a 26-minute video, and maybe I can actually do it within the time of a couple of matches of here on Smite. Let's continue. Now, I'm going to bring up a point. It is fucking hard for you to actually grow a YouTube channel now. I, per se, if you're watching this, you'll know that I've been doing this for a little over 2 years now. And let me actually do this. Actually, I want to just broadcast, and if I don't talk where the people can hear me, that's actually best for the best. All right. So I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and it's been interesting. Now, I've always wanted to actually do my YouTube channel based on my YouTube channel or my Twitch channel based on things I like to do. That's why you see me always warm up with a game of Smite when I can get OBS to work right. And so what this comes down to, it's hard to grow a channel when you're not trying to pander to certain things or certain demographics. I just like pandering to myself. And if you like walking with me on this self-masturbatory, goal of entertaining myself, having fun, and showing you guys some of the shit I like to do when I game, then, thank you. And for that, we're going to go continue the video.
So today I'm going to make a video that I should have made the first video. So I'll title this, like, Forever Alone, 31-year-old virgin. Because that's what I am. Never had a relationship with a female. I am straight. I'm not gay or transsexual or whatever the hell these days.
All right, so the first thing that I would have to say is you're putting a lot of emphasis on being, a virgin. Here's the thing, guy. It doesn't matter if you're a virgin. It really doesn't. If you believe that being a virgin gives you less value than what you actually should actually have, than what you actually have, you're doing it wrong. In fact, that shouldn't be a topic of a video. Nobody actually sees me do videos like, hey, I'm polyamorous, or hey, I like a lot of women. No, I don't just get on videos and make that distinction. I get on videos and say shit that I think about. And let's continue. I've watched this video before, and so let's continue what he's saying.
I don't understand how I can go through life without even one relationship. 31. Like, I go to work, I work out, I work hard. Just gets to you sometimes. I get really frustrated to get into the Elliot Rodger rage mode, but I would never do what he did. It's obviously narcissism. I'm kind of narcissistic as well, but not to the.
All right, so he said something. The fact that you're, bringing Elliot Rodger up, that's kind of a red flag, dog. You shouldn't actually. Your thoughts should never go to, I'm upset, so I need violence. No, don't do that. It's not a good look. As a matter of fact, this is why I actually watched this video and actually had a problem with this video from Jump Street. Not exactly with him, but with this video. He actually said something that was really kind of alarming to me. He says, I go to work, I work hard, and I do what I'm supposed to do. And that kind of is one of those things where it sends off red flags to me. One of the biggest things that upsets me about what you see from incels is not that, yes, you have some incels that are, feel definitely entitled. Those people disgust me because the only thing that they're worried about is, I supposed to get a woman. I just have to get a woman because reasons. But it's people that are quote unquote incels because they feel like they've done everything that they've done. They put enough work into quote unquote their character or what they were supposed to do, and yet and still they can't find the one true love. And that's where I have a little bit of an issue. But we're gonna continue.
Like, I'm just too self-aware. She wasn't self-aware. Really seem a bit detached from reality in some ways. Whereas I'm too real. I'm too real. That's my problem. People don't like too real. They like someone that's a bit disconnected or distant with life, so they're
not
more open and free. And
not true. That's not true at all. All right, so he actually brings something up where he feels he's too real for people, and that's not true. You can never be too real for people. you can be too real for some shallow people. And that's one of those things where, yeah, there are people that don't think on higher level of consciousness, and they just think, why does everything have to be so serious? You're not you're not you're not you're not too real. I think you're just expecting something from a certain amount of people that you're never gonna get, because some people aren't, you know, mindful people. Some people are, you know, they're not emotionally intelligent. They may be interpersonally intelligent. They may not be intrapersonally intelligent, and you shouldn't expect that out of everybody.
What they think not good one still that I heard from someone was, and this person probably record this video, so it's kind of like that, like a good talk to me freely. This is a problem. Not that I've ever really tried in a relationship. Yes, you can say it's my fault, but it's so my fault. You're back and that's my other.
All right, so I didn't want to address this because it may have seemed like I was kind of poisoning the well against him, but he is doing a lot of jump cuts. Now, I work in a call center, so I get used to talking shit on the fly and just learning how to grasp words or learning how to grasp explanations on the fly. And, you know, one of the things that I saw that was, I used to think I did have problems actually connecting with people and having a conversation with people. Working at the call center job that I do did help that, but also I look at different things. I know Dr. Nerd Love had a video talking about how you interact with people and how to learn to interact with people, and one is record yourself and learn how to talk to yourself or look at the camera and then play it back and look in your eyes when you say it. So these are some of the things that ironically I had been doing. And it's nothing to do with being an incel or being super social. We all have social awkwardness that we all face. It's just that a lot of people think it is not normal when it is actually the norm versus what other people experience. So let's go ahead and go.
So, not that I know if I want views or not, but I don't have anything to lose at this point, so just trying to self-improve.
Alright, so this is another thing that kind of bothers me. He's 31, not 81. He has so much of his time to go where he can actually get a relationship. And a lot of these guys, they feel because they haven't had a relationship, and we're gonna get into this. And again, I am not making fun of him. I'm actually, it's a case study in a lot of stuff that I see, where a lot of these guys who are generally like, I want to be a better person. I want to actually feel like I contribute to. I want to win the game of life, where, you know, I've accomplished what I've been promised to accomplish. And so let's go.
Every day, and to what end, I don't know. Will I ever find someone that I'm compatible with? Probably not. Is it too late for me? Probably. 31. Never had a relationship. Can't form relationships. Can't connect with people. I can talk to this camera. That's all I can do. So that's what I do. Lowest of the order. You're supposed to be well adjusted. You're supposed to be. You're expected to be perfect. You're expected.
All right, so the thing about him, like, this kind of has a touch of racism, because he doesn't even see it that, yeah, dog, no, being whatever race or ethnicity, and he doesn't sound American. He does have kind of a not American accent, and that's not to kind of down him at all, but he is not, it's one of those things where he thinks too less of himself. He thinks a lot less of himself than when he needs to think of himself. And because of that, it's like, be a little bit more confident, dog. Be a little bit more confident. But I understand if he hasn't reached the level that he was supposed to reach, why they can knock off a little bit of his confidence. But let's go.
Able to take heaps and shit. Of course, I got married and shit for years from past child abuse and having energy issues with my nose being broken. Just feeling uncomfortable in my skin.
Now, he is not somebody who is what you would call unattractive. I am not gay, and it's hard for me to determine how males look because I'm so infatuated with women that I know how women look. I know what a good looking woman looks like. But he's not that guy. He's not some ugly guy. And he has this thing where he feels that for some reason it's a physical thing that's causing his issue. It's not that, dog. It's really not that. So let's go.
Being able to talk to open with people obviously people are like nerves that reflect. So if it just gets worse if you're negative. You know, I was just negative people would do it. Want to talk. Like I feel terrible in myself and uncomfortable, so I wouldn't want to talk to anybody. Wouldn't want to say hello. I hate to say hello or goodbye. So I wouldn't say that to anybody. So obviously people think you're taking it personal. But it's not personal. It's my problem. That's what you should know about people. It's usually not personal.
All right, so just watching this, like, you're not somebody that's super friendly. It's okay. It's okay to be not that super friendly person that a lot of people expect that, you know, may actually put some people at ease. That's not who you are. You don't have to actually feel that you have to be that in order to be accepted by people. That's not a requirement, dog. Yes, there are some people that you have to be that person to. There are some people that's important to. But it's not to everybody. And I think you're looking for the wrong type of people.
It's usually their own problem from their past and their experiences. Like my experiences with people have all been mostly bad, so that's what I have to go on. It's the importance of that from being brought up in a violent background, being abused physically, mentally, and see people as threats. So I go after problems with eye contact. Eye contact was the worst for years, just because social anxiety developed and got worse, especially when I didn't adhere to my responsibilities. That was also due to getting depressed, and I just didn't have the drive to like doing anything. So I still did make music. I still did make videos on YouTube for years with the Let's Plays and stuff. I still did endeavor to do things. Still did weight up and stuff. Since 2012, and before that I used to do it when I was younger. It doesn't seem to make a difference for me. Like people say work out, I feel get attention from women, but women don't care. Women care about is if you have a nice face and you're tall and you have a good.
Okay, so this is like furthest from the truth. It's not work out, it's work on yourself. And you know what? This is kind of the thing where it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. They say that women only care about one thing, and then you work on that one thing, and then it's always something else. Dog, it's not the fact that how you look, it's actually how you act and how you treat people. You just said it yourself. Sometimes you're a little bit, you get to a point where you're, you know, isolating the people, and that's fine. You don't have to be that person who is super friendly. You don't have to be that person who is the life of the party. That's not what you have to be. You can be that person talking to someone and getting to know them friendly in the corner somewhere. This works from experience. Well, let's go.
Personality, that's it. They don't care about muscles. They don't care about muscles. That's it. Obviously, being athletic is an advantage, but it's not as much as an advantage. Again, borderline, I'm just below the threshold. You have to be over 6 feet these days to attract women, and I'm like 5'11".
Okay, so him going down this route of you have to be 6 foot. It's always something that you can't change. What is really could be something that you can change. It can literally be just your attitude towards things. And I am not the one to say, look, tell you sir, true story. This is like true shit that I've actually made myself accustomed to do. I used to have an issue when I go to the store. I wouldn't say shit to people, and I would literally be that person where I wouldn't say anything. So I trained myself to say good morning, no matter what time of day it is. And it was an interesting conversation starter with cashiers or people that's trying to help me out in the store, or just people that in general I'm being an asshole to. Because I know I'm being an asshole, and I say I'm actually being an asshole because what it allows me to do is have a conversation starter where, why do you say good morning? I say, and I tell the anecdote of the whole Truman Show, where it says good afternoon, good evening, and good night, good morning. You know, things of that nature. Or I actually tell the anecdote of why I just start saying good morning versus just not responding to people. And the thing about it is, it works. It's a way of conversation starter, and it's just a way of just speaking with people. But go ahead, man.
Just a nudge below 5'11". Like if I get up in the morning, I'm probably right on 5'11", but I'm just below. So to be completely honest here.
And being 5'11" is not small. I'm fucking 5'7".
Not the hand, put it at the top of my head against the wall, like the work and stuff helps up getting short. It can be depressing also. I can only imagine if I was actually short or hard and depressed. Some men actually make it find somebody they like, even though they have disadvantage. Disadvantage.
Being less than 6 feet is not a disadvantage.
You just can't function, you can't make the relationship, you can't make a connection. Social anxiety.
I've never met a woman who says if you're not a certain height, then I don't want to talk to you. All of your other qualities are great. I don't want to talk to you because you're not 6 feet tall. I've never met a woman like that. And if I have met a woman like that, I've backed away slowly until I can get far enough away to run where my fat ass would actually take me, where I can just like, hey, no, you're crazy. If you're complaining so much about my height that that's a disqualifier. No, you're fucking crazy. And yeah, you know, we all have our things that we're not attracted to. But height is that much of an issue to you that you would rather be alone than meet a great person. Yeah, if that's what your issue is, if you have that issue, then you aren't really looking for somebody, you're looking for a status symbol. But let's go. Sorry, I gotta target that soul over there.
Like it takes getting a job so hard also, you have to like dealing with people. Every job is dealing with people and stuff.
Yeah, we live in a service economy.
It's not easy if you've been dealing with it from the age of like 14. That's where I've had my friends since 14 because of this social anxiety. So I'm just saying these are the reasons I ended up this way, and maybe if somebody sees this video.
Okay, so here's my thing. we all have our social anxieties and social, you know, hangups. It's more magnified now because of the age of communication and connectivity that we're in. And also, yeah, it's that whole marketplace of ideas where it sets us up to say only way you have value is to have value in the marketplace of ideas, where it's just bullshit because good arguments don't win the argument, don't win the marketplace of ideas. Attention does. And when you actually look at that and see how most people may have good ideas because they don't have attention, they actually falter, then you realize that, you know, when you build your life around having this idea, or just it's setting wrong values for yourself and others.
This way as well. Like, I consider myself normal, but I do have problems with social anxiety, but I'm still normal underneath these conditions, which I'm really next. I still use that to create these situations, these mental disorders, on my circumstances, what I grew up on. It's a big question. You're never going to succeed, you're never going to find a relationship, and you just feel like you're getting older and older. It's hard.
You're 31! You're 31, dog. I'm sorry. You're 31. I know it's hard. I know it's really hard to actually say, hey, I want a relationship right now. But you're fucking 31. You're fucking 31, man. No! Fuck no! I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Whew. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We were so close. We were so fucking close. But let's go.
To stay positive under those circumstances, it's hard to keep going, but you have to keep going. Even though you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can't see it. But maybe it is there. You just have to strive. Just have to keep striving, but you can't like put these things on a pedestal. That's what we do. That's what I did for years. Put women on a pedestal and
shit. Did I just win something? Yes.
Thing, but
yeah, baby.
Just because of the situation that men are in these days, it's like the dating game is so skewed towards what.
All right. So here's the idea. This is why I hate the 40-year-old version. Not because it kind of like it actually had a good message beneath everything. Because if you go back and watch the 40-year-old version, what was problematic in it is that, yeah, she quote unquote convinced him to sell his toys, where it was grown man should have toys. Fuck you, I'm a grown man, I have a fucking video game system. It's more enjoyable than playing sports. And if you don't believe me, fight me. And then after you lose that battle, you can blow me. But, you know, when he tried to act bravado and he was truthful about her and him getting to know each other and actually having fun that way, it was more natural. But a lot of these people, they don't get that message from the movie. They don't get that message that when you naturally connect with somebody over some shit that you can naturally have a conversation with, even if it's weird. Like, my friend, we talk about esoteric stuff. And we talk about, well, she really lets me ramble on about my art for some strange reason. But we click. And it's not forced. I actually try to hold back, but you know, we click, we talk, we have fun together. We enjoy each other. And what gets me is that a lot of people just they don't they don't try to be real. They try to be some pickup artist. Well, let's continue.
Women, it's unbelievable. Like they have more rights than ever, and yet they still operate under the same old school, backwards, the old school dating principles of the man has to ask the woman first, and the man has.
No, they don't. What has to happen in a situation is, if you like aggressive females, you talk to them, and if they like you, they ask you out. Or you can naturally ask them out as a point of conversation. And this isn't some of that friend zone BS where you say, I'm going to be her friend and sooner or later she's going to give me that vagina. No, that's bullshit. Never works. Now, if you're upfront about it, like, hey, I may want to, and she turns you down and you say no, but she still wants to be around you. If you turn her down and she still, like, if she turns you down, I don't want to say this. If she turns you down after you say, hey, this is what I want out of the situation, you go away. And if it is something that she wants out of you, she will find a way to make sure that she communicates back with you. If she doesn't, don't waste your time. Well, let's continue.
To pay and all this, and yet they want equality. So that doesn't make any sense. You can't have equality and have all these things, all these perks as well. It doesn't work that way. If you want the rights, you have to have the responsibilities also. It comes hand in hand. You have to have.
So do you. Here's the thing. You actually have to, work on your personality. You have to understand that women have just as much choice as you, but they also have the responsibility of you too. So they have to go out. They have to have a job. They have to pay for something. Deliver me from these incels and people that are forever alone, who see that, and we can basically just categorize them as an incel or MGTOW. They have this idea that, like, women are still princesses sitting in a castle guarded by a dragon, like this is some 90s Shrek movie or early 2000s Shrek movie, when it's not that. A lot of these women still have to fall under the same thing of having to be an adult and still having to actually have jobs and still having to actually, provide and support themselves. Deliver me from these people who feel that women have choices, so they're taking advantage of men. They don't. They don't. Or maybe I'm accusing them of something where may not be true. Where maybe women do have more choices. I don't see it. They have more opportunities to meet a great guy, but I don't see where they went. Maybe that's me.
You can't just have all the rights and the responsibilities and give all the responsibilities to men. Meanwhile, they lose rights. Doesn't make any sense. We're all things. We all live. We all die. We all shit. We all piss. We all bleed. We all get sick. We're all very fragile. You can crash your car, fall off a tree and break your neck and die. You can get bitten by a poisonous snake and die. You can get bitten by a little spider.
Alright. The jump cuts still continue. But this whole idea of him actually saying that he can die or everybody can die, you should then have more empathy that, hey, women have hard choices too. You know, maybe their life isn't as rosy as you think it is. And no, even though I've been out of the dating scene for a while now, a lot of the women that I talk to or have conversations with, they don't automatically feel that they have, you know, a more inherent value than what men have. A lot of them feel that they have also, you know, more things that they have to deal with that men don't have to deal with. And maybe because I'm actually lived, maybe because I was getting my ass whooped. Maybe because I actually date women that are in their 30s, in their 30s, in their 40s, because I'm almost 40. But I see these women, they're not, you know, drowning in this whole episode of choice of people who are a quality man that is beating down their door to get with them.
Some of those boys and spiders. We're so susceptible. We're so vulnerable. And yet people act like they're immortal. They're so superior and stuff, but we're all weak. We're all fragile. We're all vulnerable. I still feel like a little child sometimes inside. Just sad and crying and regretting my past. Wishing I had lived a life instead of just existing. But you can't wish your life away. Don't know where I'm going with this, but I just wanted to make this video. This is the video I should have made.
I don't know where you're going with it either.
There's other names for it too, like true cell, gym cell, and the gym cell, the true cell, because I'm so damaged that I can't form a relationship. But I hate the cell because it's associated with violence and stuff. And I'm not violent towards anybody. I'm violent towards people just because it's happened. I don't have that just on me, so I don't want to carry that forward on somebody else. I think I make good points for videos, but no one watches them, no one cares, because you're a white male and you're old, so you should have, I think you should have made it by now, you should have, but they don't know.
Alright, so I'm gonna give him a pass a little bit, because in the end, this kind of goes to I've always had a theory. I've had a theory that there aren't many racist people. A lot of the problem is we're told who to hate, or we're told who hates us, and then we're actually set upon those people because they're taking away something that you should have, or they're getting in your way of what you should be. You're an inconvenience you're a temporarily inconvenienced millionaire, if only for these people. And it's never for the people that can actually point up and say, hey, these people are creating the system that you have to live in. No, it's never that. It's this minority group who has no true real power is the reason why your life sucks. Men, you haven't had a family because you want a family, when reality you want to have just you want to have human companionship in all forms of the word. You don't want to really have a family, you just want to have human companionship, and you just want to dress it up by saying no, it's not all about sex. Well, yes, it is about sex. Let's be honest. It's not all about sex, but it is about sex. Heavily implied that it's about sex. But let's continue.
What? They haven't walked a mile in my shoes, they don't know what I mean to it. They don't know how much they've fucked up your mind. Then just like how people treat you every day, every single day. That's people don't realize they need constant reassurance, they need constant praise and stuff from their friends. That's what friends are supposed to do, to support each other in their lives. So if you have a good circle of friends, they'll support you in your lives. It's the way, that's how you succeed. You need that circle of friends, you need that circle. And that's also how relationships form. You have this like circle of friends, and then they know people and they know people. So you meet somebody through that. That's how you can form a relationship.
No, not really. I've formed relationships on and off social media. I've formed relationships on and off different groups that I've actually been in. It's not just relying on your friend to introduce you. Although our connected world has actually been a resource and a detriment for us to connect with people. It has. I'm not gonna say that I can say social media has all great things that's happened because of it, but it's also not the end all and be all of everything that's wrong in the world. It's just a tool. And that's the thing. As long as people actually want to blame the tool instead of how they're using it or how they're interacting with, fuck, having your friends introduce you to somebody is also just a tool. It's about you and how you use it. And I know I just said that, you know, how capitalism and the marketplace of ideas have actually affected us and affected us negatively. There are some parts that's still you. So let's go.
Social circles, I don't contact social circles. Zero social circles. It's bullshit. No hard that is. Just live a life with no social circles. It's a social being. We are all social beings, no matter what it is. It's bullshit. Someone said I don't do that. I don't exist outside that. That's my fault for you. So I don't need that shit. Fuck that. I can go after that shit. So I just retreated. I became a hermit. I just play video games, just entertain myself. Just jerked off because I thought I'm not bothered with that shit. I'll just go jerk.
Alright, so I understand the whole idea of, you know, well, I want to just satisfy myself because that seems easier. I get that shit a little bit because I actually fucking need human interaction. That's just me, man. But this whole thing about you do know now that, you know, you need human interaction, and that's a kind of a good thing that you recognize, at least that. So yeah, let's continue.
Well, it's the easiest way. It is the easiest way short term, but long term just fucks you up even more. You go deeper down that pit, deeper down that hole. So don't do that, because I've been there. I have the experience that time.
I know this is like 14-year-old boy type shit, but that's what she said. Deeper down the hole. That's what she said. Sorry, guys. I was trying to kill him. I was trying to kill him.
Don't go that way. If you have people that are trying to help you, like I had people that were being friendly to me in school, and I should have been friendly back, but instead I was an asswipe. Because of what I've been through, I just didn't trust people. I just didn't have the time to pay for people.
Alright, so yeah, here's the problem. Most people in school are ass wipes. I'm sorry to tell you that, man, but most people are in school are ass wipes. So don't feel bad. You didn't do nothing that was different from a lot of people. Most people are ass wipes. Let's go.
I'm not going to be friends with those people. I've done develop social circles instead of being negative and hateful and cutting people off and ignoring people, not saying hello to people. So yeah, it's 50% my fault, as I said, it's 50% my background.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually give you a pass on that one too, dog. It's not 50% your fault. I say 25. I will give you 25% your fault, just because of the culture that we live in. And humans just don't know how to operate where we don't feel the need to not compete. So, yeah, it's not 100% your fault. It's not even 50%. So, you get a pass with this one, guy.
50% my experiences, 50% what I went through, the torment I went through.
That's a lot of 50%. I don't think you can do the math right.
Like you need shit, yes, to grow, because you bury that shit in your garden. It's like our grandma says, you bury that shit in the garden, suppose. And the flowers grow, but if you put too much shit on top of the flowers, you can't grow. They're buried too deep. That's what happened to me. It's buried in the shit. Flower into a well-adjusted human being.
I almost out of water.
I rotted and died under the shit. That's what
You're 31!
Under the shit, because it can't grow through it. It's buried underneath it. So you don't want too much shit, you just want enough that you can handle. That's what happens. People like us, we get buried under shit. Life buries us under shit. Just too much shit. So that's what makes a well-adjusted person an uncomfortable, awkward person. But I was still am to some degree. But I'm working every day. And people don't talk to me like they used to. They're not as friendly to me now because they feel you're expected to be developed socially by the time you're my age.
No, you're not. You're 31, dog. Who lied to you, man?
Most people around that age have experiences socially adjusted as well. Still developing social skills. It's taking years. I never got tested well in social skills, so you're far behind I am.
Not far.
Life. That's why it's impossible to form a relationship. You can't find anybody who's like you. You can't form relationships with people that are like you. They're on the same path, straight path. Obviously, years ago, it wasn't on the straight path, it was on the path to destruction. These things are important.
Okay, so that Christian imagery or iconography that's right there. No, dog. That's part of your problem. That's part of your problem. Yo, that's so much fucking part of your problem that you need to let that shit go. You need to let that shit go like Elsa. Because here's the thing. When you have that iconography of, you know, holy, pure, it's just, no, dog, don't do that to yourself. Ah, shit. Damn it! I thought I got him. Let's continue with the video.
Reinforced. If you're on the path of destruction, it's a way to pass path. It's just like entertaining yourself, ignoring your responsibilities, being hateful and negative to people, not being friendly, not being pleasant. That's the way I was for years. No, I try to be neutral at least in work, and I try to just get on and do my thing, because it is just too uncomfortable to be in every way for me. It's too uncomfortable now to be negative, because I've got, like, I have heart problems.
So that means you're changing, dog. You're changing.
I was extremely emotional. Like, I would just be near tears.
There's nothing wrong with being emotional. It's actually, it's being controlled by your emotions that's the problem. There's nothing wrong with being emotional. We told men a lie that said they can't be emotional. and that was a lot. Men can be emotional. It's ruled by your emotions that no one should actually be. But let's continue. Oh, so it actually is two states of being that we told men they can be angry and horny. No other emotions need to apply, which is bullshit because men are still mortals or humans. That's what you guys like to call yourself, humans. Men are still humans. And for you to believe that if you're a human being that you're not emotional, I got some swampland in Arizona to sell you, dog. Damn, I can't win a day where save my life.
Like I was having heart palpitations in bed where my heart felt like it was going to explode. And then I turned it around. I didn't yield to those feelings anymore. You have to not yield to them. And then my heart problems went away. Also, omega-3s helped. I haven't had heart problems in years now. So, just an attitude adjustment. John Cena. So you just got to adjust your attitude. See things in a more positive light. Being alone and lonely and have no one to talk to, it's difficult. It's very, very hard. I know how hard it is. I've been lonely for 16, 17 years of my life. I haven't had any friends. I haven't had one relationship. I've never held hands with a girl. I've never hugged a girl. Barely talked to women. Like, I have no problem talking to women. I do. Sometimes.
What do you mean you've never held hands with a woman? You're right, Spo. You're I hate to refer back to 40-year-old virgin. You putting a pussy on a pedestal. You don't need to. Yeah, if women like you, they'll like you, man. And to keep a running tab, this is what I don't get, and I'm actually not making fun of them. What I don't get is how people keep track of how many times they've been rejected, or how many times someone has said no to them, or how many times they've turned down, or how many times what's their notch count other than making sure they don't have something. Enjoy the experiences, not the record keeping.
I find it easier even in school to talk to women than men, but I don't know, because I was so in touch with my emotions, I guess. I was so emotional, very emotional for a male, but I just never had opportunities to pursue a relationship. I just never had the opportunities. I did have women who were interested in me in school, 5 or 6 different women, or girls at that time, and I wish I'd at least tried, but I didn't even try. I didn't even pay them any attention because I thought I was embarrassed to try and pursue a relationship in case what people thought of me. It's hard to explain.
So,
Stop. 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 The fact that you have to say that I was embarrassed. So what bothers me, there's a problem that I have with my daughter. You have people that want to have a perfect record, so they don't try to not beat their perfect record. It's like in Doctor Strange where he's like, I'm not gonna take this person because that's gonna fuck up my perfect record. Fuck your perfect record. You learn more from failures than success. The greatest teacher is failure. And before this match starts, let me give some water. Oh, that Izanami skin looks nice. But let's go.
It's very complex. My mind is very complex. It's a complex clusterfuck, and it wasn't even worse back then. I just didn't want to embarrass myself in any way. I just didn't. I wanted to be cool. I wanted to be the cool guy who didn't. Like, I wanted women to approach me. I didn't want to ever approach women, so I never did. I haven't approached a woman in my life, not once.
That whole you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, that bullshit really don't apply in most cases, but it kind of applies here.
Have I asked a woman out in person? Never even. Like, I had many crushes and, you know, infatuations with women, and I thought I was in love with a couple, but I never even.
If you never talk to someone, how do you know you're in love with them? That is creepy, man. You can't love somebody that you don't know. You can't even be infatuated with someone that you don't know. It's unhealthy. It's definitely unhealthy. And I miss those two minions. Fuck. Alright, so Soulless got you. I'm gonna have to be paying attention to this shit. But yeah, back to what he was saying. You can't love somebody that you don't know, that you've never talked to, that you don't even know if you're compatible with. That's not love. That's something else.
Told them, or, you know, approached them in any way, or said anything really except talking about school or whatever sometimes. But after talking, I ignored people. Went to the shut down and cut off everybody.
Alright, so yeah, okay. Something like this does seem to be your issue. And if you want to actually make this say, hey, I was just being a dick to people, I was being a tool to people, and maybe I shouldn't have treated people badly then, that's fine. I can give you that. I am not going to say that everybody at 14 is emo, and the ones that aren't are sociopaths. If you're not a little bit emo at 14, you're a sociopath. If you don't want to be talking to people at 14, you may be a sociopath. Because, hey, that's just a stage that we go through. We're just trying to learn ourselves and learn who we are. And if you're trying to conform to some nebulous state of, hey, I'm this person, and so I should be accepted because of this, you're not gonna win, dog. You're playing the game of life wrong.
It gave me a rise inside. It definitely was a little kick to ignore people. You know, cut off all my relationships. I got a kick out of it, yeah, but it wasn't worth it. Definitely wasn't worth it. I was the better than I was, but now I realized I was nothing. I was nothing. I wasn't pursuing anything. I should have been pursuing. I should have been working on my.
The weightlifting bullshit that you're about to say, that's not going to change the height issue that you said that you have, man. and women only like heights. You're knocking on the door of just like, hey, maybe it's my personality, and you know what? Maybe you have a shitty personality at the time. Maybe you do have a shitty personality now. Maybe you have a personality that a lot of people can't comprehend or can actually get because it's just not what they understand, or it's not the type of person that you need to associate with in a sense where they don't match your personality style. It's okay to have people that don't match your personality style. You don't need to actually match everybody's personality style. I know I don't match everybody's personality style. I don't know what the fuck I am. I'm an asshole wrapped up in compassion, wrapped up in more assholishness with a core of wanting to make sure there is no human suffering because it bugs me. Yeah, weird. But I'm a socially adjusted person. I'm not gonna say normal. Not gonna ever claim to be normal. Because I'm not. I'm not normal. Damn it, you're all not normal.
Working on my relationships and social skills from young age instead of just wasting my time and cutting people off and ignoring people and being hateful and ignorant. Again, I'm not an ignorant person, but when it comes to socializing, I was completely ignorant. Like, I wouldn't say hello, goodbye, I wouldn't say anything to people, I would just ignore them. That's why I ended up the way I am. So if you're doing that, don't do that. It doesn't work. Please don't do that. And I thought in my head, I don't know, I was completely crazy. I just thought.
Alright, so here's the thing that kind of like, I don't know, it's like, maybe because I can identify with not being the person that says hello, goodbye. Maybe because I didn't do it for a malicious reason, it was really easy for me to change. And I start doing shit. Like, I do shit. Here's the thing. I do shit now that are quote unquote social norms because out of a parody. And yeah, sometimes they've actually helped me. But it's like I do shit out of parody. Like, here, you want me to perform this task? To perform? I'm gonna perform for you. And with me performing, just like I dodged the shit out of that. Ooh, that was fucking easy. That was fucking hard. With me performing for people, it kind of led me to what I'm at now with YouTube and shit. Like, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just like, come on, guys. Like, dude, you already know what's going on. You know what you need to do right now. You're actually on the cusp of doing it. Well, let's go.
So I'm doing this as an experiment. How batshit crazy is that? That's what I said in my head. I'll do this as an experiment. See what happens. This is what happens. You end up alone and lonely. And yeah. Or that experiment worked and that's so weird. Well, not many people try that experiment. Failed obviously, so don't do that. Please don't do that. I love to
Had to chase him down.
Videos are so long. I'd love to be more concise, but I gotta increase my focus and focus on things, and that's what I want to do. Work towards something. I need focus in my life. I do the body. I'm not going to do my weight 5 days a week. So my body's it's just my mind. And I do work 5 days a week also. So I've been at that for 5-6 years now. At least have somebody.
Fuck.
It's enough to keep a roof over their head.
So, we get to this part of the video where it's just like, yeah, this is your problem. This is your real fucking problem here. Well, I'm not looking for him. This is my biggest thing with this video. And it's actually something that he just said, but surprisingly, I'm not gonna say it's his fault. If he's taking care of himself, if he's living in his own place, if he's living where he can make sure he's going back and forth, the fact that he's in a system where he can't make it, he has to have more in order to seem valuable or to seem value in himself. That's a problem. And this is why I said that it's not 50% his fault. It's not. It's a system that we all are fucking trying to live in, and it's fucking us over. This fucking capitalist system is fucking us over. I did a video on my YouTube channel, which this will go up on, that they wanted me to come to work in sub-degree weather because it was profitable for the company to have me there, instead of making sure their workers can get back and forth safely. That's some shit, man. That's inhuman. And it's not these corporations are evil. I don't want you to think that. They're uncaring. And you know what? For some people, being uncaring is actually worse than being fucking evil. And I'm sorry, I don't know what to say, because what happens is you get these people that are marginalized, and then they have to find stock in other things, which makes you having a broken nose from when you were younger is not the reason why you don't feel you can get ahead with your family, with having a relationship. It is not the reason why. It's because we bastardized so many ideas like love and companionship to where we have to fucking, gamify relationships. We fucking gamify relationships. If I do this, if I do that, then I will level up and be a good person, and I will get that. I will beat that boss at the end of the world, at the end of the level, which is a woman, and beat that boss. I mean, beat it up. Beat that pussy with a bat. I'm sorry. 14-year-old boy still here. 37 years old, and to have the humor of a 14-year-old boy. But let's continue.
Not enough to build a life, so I need to work towards something to build an actual life. If I can't even do that now, I've definitely improved myself. Like I'm talking to a camera like this.
And see, this is what I'm talking about. He's thinking of this as gamification. It's not gamification. You're not improving yourself. You're just learning how to have a conversation. You can't put the development points or level up points inside of learning how to do a conversation. It would sound cool if that's as easy as it was, but this is not an RPG. This is not RPG life. This is not Sims life. This is fucking real life. Or, you still can be a brain in a vat, but still. Well, let's go.
A couple of years ago, so I'm definitely improving. I'm documenting my improvements. I'm improving more movements. I don't watch movies anymore or TV.
Okay, so here's the thing. Watch this. You can't outgrow up being socially awkward. You can't. Giving up games, giving up things that bring you enjoyment, as long as they don't bring you total divorce from reality, is not helpful. You've just fucking became addicted to being alone. And you need that sweet, sweet drug of nobody will love me. And that shit ain't cool. That's like saying that it's just, you know, counterproductive.
These shows and programming, it's called programming because it's programming brainwashing. Maybe that works for some people are these things, they just think that like,
Nobody's immune to programming. Nobody. Look, nobody's immune to programming. You can resist programming, and you can see some programming have the opposite effect of what it should have. But nobody's immune to programming. Stop this bullshit right now where you think that, oh, it's programming. And it's not called programming because they're actually trying to build something in you. No, it's called programming because they need to program a lineup of television. Like, really, that's one of the what is that, deficiencies of the English language, where there are so many definitions for a specific word that it sounds good to say that, but that's not what it really means. But let's go. As soon as I defeat this motherfucker. Thank you.
a great happy life, and they can watch all these things. I cannot be very sensitive to these things. I just couldn't be sensitive to these things. Like I was a happy neurologist in China, with my torn, you know, language. I think I didn't put social reality until I was about 13, so that developed later. And that was after listening to like hardcore rap albums, and then I listened to metal, obviously, and hardcore bands.
So, yeah, that's a thing. Although any form of art can actually influence you. No, hardcore rap is not going to turn you into an incel. Let's continue.
Stuff like that, just the most extreme types of music. Destabilizing and obviously confusion and then duality up till recently for a way that they're not trying to get without that, without any stimulus, and definitely improves your focus. You're focused 100% on the ball. That's the way you have to be. All the professionals do that way. They focus 100% on what they are actually doing.
Alright, so that may work for them, and it's actually bullshit. A lot of the professional trainers actually. This is what's funny. I used to work at GNC, and I know a lot of the people that quote unquote are professionals and great bodybuilders. They will still juice. I'm sorry, they were juicing. I hate to be the kid that says no, Santa Claus isn't real. These people were still juicing, and they tell you all this is the secret of success because they want you to buy the bullshit. It's not what they crack it up to be.
You just gotta increase your focus. Laser focused. That's how I want to go forward on anything I endeavor to do. I know I'm still pretentious and I don't want to get prideful because that pride leads to so many different sins.
Fuck sins. That's what your problem is. You think it's actually a sin to be prideful. It is bad to be jealous. But envy is okay. Jealousy is when you want to take the shit from somebody. It's okay to be envious. You can envy someone's success. You can want to mirror or copy it or mimic it. But when it comes down to saying that, hey, these are cardinal sins, that's just a system of control that is keeping you controlled in a situation where maybe you are believing in something that is basically a problem and maybe causing your issue where you feel that you can't get anyone. But let's go.
So I'm just being honest, obviously this isn't very practical. I'm saying like everyone virgin.
But it is. It is. This okay, so here's the thing. This is the bullshit that I fucking this is one of the things that pisses me off. The fact that people like this, and it's implicit, and it's not meant to be a dig at other people, but it is basically saying, even though it's bad that I'm a virgin, I'm still pure. Why does it matter that you are a virgin at 31 years old? That is neither a badge of shame or honor. It shouldn't matter. If you say, hey, relationships are hard now, and especially hard to get into relationships now, especially with the current climate we have, that's fine. But for you to sit back and say that, keep saying I'm a 31 virgin and it doesn't mean bad things to me. No, you're right. It doesn't mean bad things for you because you're using it as a badge of honor. Where if you were somebody who, if this was a woman and she wasn't a virgin at 31 years old, you would may terribly call her not necessarily the best thing in the world. I'm just saying. Yes! Fucking yes! I'm sorry. The video almost over anyway.
Never experienced any of that. And I would have loved to experience that with a girl I cared about and she cared about me. Because that's what all that's important about in life is relationships and caring for other people. And they caring in return for you and supporting each other and rising up. Ascending. Yeah, that's what the incel community calls it, ascending together. Well, I don't know the details on that. I don't follow the incel community. I'm not a part of that. So, I guess technically I am because I'm involuntary. By the definition, I can't speak. Involuntarily celibate. So, but a lot of it was my own doing. A lot of it was my past upbringing and the torment I went through. You can watch my first video. I go into more detail on that. Vlog Rant 1. I think I missed out a couple of things, so I might redo that more concisely, but not anytime soon. Anyway, I just wanted to cover in this video what leads to becoming a forever alone.
Alright, so alright guys, so I'm ending the stream right now. I'm still going to try to work out and see if I can get OBS to work out well, where I could actually stream this through OBS and actually play the game on OBS and stream, so I can have this right here with all the borders and shit to let you guys know. Go to my YouTube channel, let you guys know. Go to my Twitch channel or shit like that. But thank you guys for actually watching today. I want to thank everybody who's actually took the time to stay around while I stream and enjoy yourself. Thank you for watching. Please hit that follow button if you're watching on Twitch, and hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Thanks. Peace.